Okay, so once again, welcome back everybody. Again, good evening, and we are on the day number 4 today for our class. So yesterday we discussed about the ServiceNow capabilities. What does ServiceNow look like? What does ServiceNow do? Products and all the things will be there. And a few things has been left which we want to be covered, and then we'll start on the actual part of ServiceNow interface. Okay, so we are here. So to understand this part, ServiceNow call this as a Now platform. It means these are the components, these are the things which has been built by ServiceNow or has been acquired by ServiceNow, and now they're part of ServiceNow building it as a product in this area. Okay, for us, very simple to understand. For us, very simple to understand that it is ServiceNow products only. And also we're discussing about these things, right? The ServiceNow releases. So I came to know that ServiceNow has 2 more releases which they have put it here. One is from Y, it's a Yokohama, and it's something XANADU. So these 2 products are these 2, what I can say, they're going to be launched in 25th. So 24th last this will come, and 25th beginning this will come. There's a nothing has been come on the Z part, that what can be Z, can be Zurich, it can be some other country as well. This is what something I came to know yesterday only, and I thought let me share with you guys. Okay. now let's come here. So these are the property of property. I'm saying these are the capabilities of ServiceNow, which they say that if you want to build anything, then you can use and you can build. It is something I can say these are the core of ServiceNow. So ServiceNow divided this in a 6 major section. Number 1, they called workflow and the integration. Whenever we speak in the ServiceNow world about the workflow, specifically, we are talking about the automation kind of things. Okay. Like if you want to automate something, automation doesn't mean that I'm going to do a very big automations. No. Automation means something automated work can be done. Some email trigger automatically, some approval trigger automatically. Those are called the automation as well here. Okay. So ServiceNow say the first part they say it is a workflow and the integration where they added flow designers, major incidents, and something on the process automation designer. Again, a different product launched by ServiceNow, and we have to be we will take a little time to reach up to that level. But for me, if we say flow design is one thing which we're going to be discuss actually, that how we can define our flows. Second, this is machine learning, AI, and analytics. Something on the natural language processing, something on the performance analytics part, something on the predictive intelligence, something on the reporting part. They use or they categorize this section under the ML and AI part, because you need data to do some processing, you need data to get some results, you need data to build something new, optimize something new. This is what they say. In the third section, ServiceNow say user experience and the feedback. Always remember one thing about, and again, nothing on the sales page. ServiceNow is more on the user experience. If you see my slide on the last day, what we say that ServiceNow want to build a tool where user can use the tool the way they want. Not the tool want to be make sure that user should use in this manner only. So in the user experience, ServiceNow say that I can help you to do some kind of auto assignments, advanced assignments, work assignment, like round robin things. If you're working on this I can say on service capacity kind of thing, 30-40 agents are working here, they have specific skills. So you can use few of the products or few of the modules of ServiceNow. Okay, and they can do this part. So under this, they have an advanced work assignment, dynamic translations, like I'm building something for my client. He's in Japan, but I'm building in English. So with the help of some translation plugins, it can be done very easily. Walk-up experience, VTB, surveys kind of things they have given here. Now something is called the reusable. Important point. Because when I work as a consultant, okay, I have always a motto that I need to build a product which can be used for a longer time. And they should not be required a lot of things to be built up again and again. So ServiceNow say like CMDB and the CSDM. CSDM is like a hot cake now. Hot cake, completely hot cake. Okay. A lot of companies, a lot of our customers are implementing CSDM. It's good the way ServiceNow designing the things. Okay. Knowledge management, service catalogs, service your SLAs, your skill management come in this particular reusable data model. Means create once, use again and again and again and again. Just add your data and you're done. Add your data, it's done. Then it's come to security and compliance, because security is very much important for every customer, specifically from Europe. The GDPR is there. They always concern on that part. Authentication, data certifications, privacy and all the things will be there. So these are the products which we can use and we can make sure our our instance is fully secure and compliance as per the standards. And the last, what they say is called the admin and the configuration. Practically, if you ask me, in the current scenario, there's a no role which called as an admin. If you go for any kind of interview in ServiceNow domain, they will ask you, you should know some technical stuff as well. At least I can say from my experience, there's nothing called admin exists now. Admin role exists now. Okay, but what they say in the admin, you can design your forms, you can replicate your instances, you can create the service portal, you can do the subscription management. Subscription means like if I purchase product from ServiceNow, I have to pay something. So it's like a subscription basis they have say. And at last, when you want to be upgrade, you can use some products given by ServiceNow. In short, if I say these are a limited one, when you go to the ServiceNow product website, you will know a lot of product about these things. Now what you have to do as a homework, maybe today or tomorrow, go to ServiceNow product site and read all the words, all the products, and see how many you know. Maybe somewhere in some job description, maybe someone speaking to you, your client is speaking, kind of things will be there. So go and check, because now it is important for us that we should know these words accurately. These products actually, because these are going to be our bread, butter and jam very soon. Okay. Now, if this has been done, let's come to the actual ServiceNow part. Okay. So the beautiful part which I like again in ServiceNow is that ServiceNow allow to use ServiceNow instance, which we called as a PDI. Which means personal development instance. Anybody who want to be learn ServiceNow, he or she can create an account on the developer.servicenow.com. Let me show you that as well. So like I have my account, this one. Go to this site, create your account and request for a PDI instance. Okay. Currently, it is in the waiting list. Yesterday or day before yesterday, I was reading some document on the PDI update. They mentioned that 11,000 is the waiting as of now, because PDI is something which is the resource consuming stuff. It need database, it need networks, it need plugins, and other things will be there. So what we will do, I will not stopping you. I'll recommend go create your account and get the PDI. In the when you request for the PDI, you have to you will check like this. If I say you will get like this upgrade, you will get 3 options like Utah, Tokyo, and the N-2. Okay, if you think you can go n-2, take it. At least you will have something to be practiced. Number one point. Number two, if you did not log in into your PDI and you did not work anything in your PDI, ServiceNow claim it back in the 10 days. And it is very common problem going on everywhere. If you go to ServiceNow community, you will find a lot of question on this part. Okay, so what we can do for our training purpose, I will give you my instance, but I want you should take your instance as well. So they mention this, and I want to take your instance as well, because when we do the ServiceNow to ServiceNow integration, I need one person instance here. Okay. So after taking this PDI, and you will get a username and the password, like you can go and you can click here. Manage, you will get username and password. Username is admin, password will be different. I'm not able to not showing you here because it's on the recording part. And when I click on this, so you will get something number like this. So I have dev 86271. It's very old now. I guess it's 3 years old now. When I click on this, I will be logging into this particular page here. This is what the first and foremost and the main interface of the ServiceNow. This is what ServiceNow look like. And this particular link we called as an instance. We called as an instance here. Okay. So now what we will do in let me see here. So this has been done. Yep, we have to do this thing. So now today what I will do, I will give you the navigation path, that what we call in ServiceNow what thing. And tomorrow we will work on the user management. I will create your accounts. I will give you the homework and you have to do that part. Okay. Now if I say, when I open my mobile phone and I click on that phone icon, it means I'm going to be called someone, or it's a calling option. Okay. Then it means that is an interface. So in ServiceNow, these are the interfaces, and we need to understand that what these terms called. ऐसे नहीं, मतलब no, don't say अरे ये तो picture है, picture नहीं है, it's not a picture now. And I'm telling you very clearly one thing, that please don't take the wrong terms. If you are speaking the wrong terms, then how your customer will be understand. So that is important, that you should understand the right term. Okay, so everything here has a name, and we have to be discussed with that particular name only. So today we are going to be discuss that only. That what is this particular name? What is this particular name? Before I proceed further, let me tell you one more thing. We are on the latest version of ServiceNow. Latest version. How I can check? I'll go here and I click on there's a command called stats.do. This was the question has been asked me in the interview when I started ServiceNow journey. Someone asked me, okay, how you can check the version of ServiceNow? I was not aware. Then he told me it's a stats.do. Okay, so if I click and enter this, I can see, let me a little bit this. Okay, so by this, so I can see I'm on the Utah release here. I'm on the Utah release. Today, yesterday, it has been upgraded to the version as well. Means I was on the Utah, but yesterday I got an email from ServiceNow PDI support team that we are going to be upgrade your instance to the patch 1. So there's you can see here, right? If I show you this thing, manage upgrade. See, you are currently on the Utah RC1. They release the patch and they upgrade my this one automatically. Okay. Now you can see by this way you can see what is the build date, tag, and all the things will be there. Instance is there and all the things will be there. A lot of information. I never scroll down. Okay. But you can get a lot of information here. This thing. Now let's understand A little bit. Let me now understand these screens. What we call this from this to this. It is called the content frame, where you are actually able to see your content. Okay, this is called the banner frame. यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक. It's a banner frame, but this banner frame contain a lot of options. 1, 2, 3. This. What this called? This one. This is I found somewhere in the on the internet. So this is called the logo. The first one is logo. From here till here, this is called the navigation tabs. It helps you to navigate in the tool. This is called the contextual app pill. This one, it tell you that where you are standing at point of time. It's like a GPS with the current location. It is this contextual app pill. It is my GPS and with the current location. Okay, then these things from here till here, this part from search to this, it's called the utilities. These help you to work. These help you to define something new. And this is called the user menu, which tell that who is the logged in user. Okay, clear till this point? Any doubt?
Atul, I have a question.
Good, please, good.
The stats.do, how will you navigate other than that instead of going to the shortcuts? Is it like system configuration or some UI?
It's like a ServiceNow hardcode command, I can say.
So is there any other way to get it there? Because I think I had done it before, but I forgot. Like if you go to all and then type something, just stats.
There's nothing called stats here. Maybe you can see memory stats and all things will be there, or maybe like this one by this way. But generally, if someone asks, it's always say stat.do. I will tell you there's a different thing. Like few things are there. Dot do and dot do.
Yeah.
Dot list. Dot config and dot config. These have a different meanings here. And when we work as a developer, we should know these things. That what is the meaning of list and what is the meaning of this. This is we will do when we'll go on the table level discussions.
Okay.
These are like a quick wins, I can say. Okay.
Because why I ask is, when I was working on a project, I used to do shortcuts like for list, to get the table name. I type the table name. Instead of navigating the tables and finding it, I just type the table name.
Right. I like this thing. Incident.do.
Yeah. So what happened is like the manager was insisting like instead of that is not a best practice. You have to navigate and then take it. So I don't know some table where it lies.
So there are multiple things. Let me tell you. Let me open one. This one. This thing. What developer do basically, because they need to be work on the tables multiple time in a single day. Open this script, open that script. So this is what is basically called the utilities. Here you can see ServiceNow utilities. Download it and add in your Chrome. Same thing I can do here as well. So generally the people use this thing only.
I got it, but I don't think we can do that on the computer. Company laptop extensions are disabled.
Right. But again, the way to do .config the same way you can do this thing. Mainly, I saw a lot of developers who use this thing. Commands to open.
How do you invoke that? Like you install the add-in, and after that
go all here and put the \.
Okay.
So same thing, like if I do stats, but I can do here as well. See, developer mainly use these things. A lot of time they use because they need to be when I show you the benefit of this thing. Let me show you something. Let me click on the new. You can see these things.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody can see these things, right? This is the backend name of this particular field. When I, as a developer, do the development, I did not write these things. I write these things.
Yeah, the label and the backend name, right?
Yes, and these are coming from the utilities only.
Okay.
And if I double click, see, if I put any value here, it will take value as well. Again, developers use these things very frequently. Even now, I am also using because sometimes I need to do the troubleshooting with my customer. Okay, this is not working. Then who will go on the table and see? We do these things only directly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's come back to our agenda today now. Okay, so this is what logo, navigation bar, contextual app pill. We can say GPS, current location, utilities till this point, and the user menu. What is the meaning? What is the benefit of this particular image? Don't discuss, don't ask, Atul, can we change this thing? In ServiceNow, a lot of things can be doable. A lot of things. Changing color, image, this option and disable this option, hide this option, kind of this option, this thing can be doable, easily doable. Okay. And these are configurations, not the customizations. Okay. Let me put the charger on. Give me a minute. Okay. So now ServiceNow say if you are browsing anywhere, like in our iPhone or in our mobile phone, maybe you are watching a video, or maybe you are calling someone, or maybe you are listening something. How you quickly come on the home page? Just click on the middle button. For a few seconds, it's come. This is what this image do. Let's say I'm open a record here. I want to go on the home page. Come here, click. It will take you to the home page. It's a default setting. It's a default setting in ServiceNow. This image, you can change the image and put any other image. The working will be fine. Okay. One thing which I missed out in the beginning, that as I say that we are on the latest release of ServiceNow and we are using concept called the next experience or unified experience. I'm not sure that how many of you worked in the ServiceNow domain earlier, but I see a ServiceNow in the other interface, other type of interfaces as well, which nobody is asking now, and we're not interested to be spend time on that things. So we are on the next experience of the unified experience at point of time. Okay, now this all is called the navigator, application navigator. Yesterday we are discussing about the license, right? Atul, it is idle license, fulfill license. In ServiceNow, specifically in this application navigator, which you are able to see, it's totally based on your license, based on your role assigned to you. Nothing else. Nothing else. If a user can see 100 items here, it means he has that particular role. If you cannot see anything here, it means you don't have any role. Okay, so if someone asks that how this applications or modules drive in ServiceNow, simple answer, straight answer, it's work on the basis of the role assigned. Or other part can be the ACL, access control list. That is something on a different level, but not on this level. Okay, that part. Now, if I scroll here, you can see these options, right? These things are there. These are the application and these are the module. So incident, if I go and search for the incident, These are the application and these are the modules. Create, new, assign, to, open. We will create our modules as well. We will create our modules as well. So don't worry on that part. Okay. Now, if I come here, let me come here. Okay. Now, this is the first part and you can pin it as well like this. But if you pin, it will not give the full screen. So I'd never prefer to pin it now. I'll unpin this. If you are working on a particular module, again and again, you can make it them a favorite. Click here. And this is what the new functionality has been added by ServiceNow in the Utah release. You can create a favorite group as well. I will give you, I'll give you my 3 videos link, which I created on the Utah. Okay, please go to that videos. In the first video, you will see approximately 25 to 26 new feature, which is given by ServiceNow. I demo it on my instance. Okay, this is what ServiceNow added newly, that you can create a favorite group as well. Like I know that it is my daily work or hourly work, so I can put hourly like this, or my HR work, and I can put done here. Now, if you go here, you can see like this HR. So I can create the different groups as well. Maybe case, maybe incident, maybe change, maybe problem. I can create up to the user's need, nothing else. As many as you want to create, you can create the favorites. Like I can say incident resolve, yes, top level, yes, top level only. Want to see more? You can put the colors as well. Oh, I want this color. Atul, I want this as well. Do it. Submit. So now you can see this one. So these favorites we can make it. And now if you search here, okay, it will search from the favorite as well. This is what another feature has been added by ServiceNow in Utah release. Earlier, this functionality was not there. So now it search in the favorite first, and then it will display in the this one, actual application navigator one. These are very, very minute things. And for me, it is matter because I'm a functional consultant. I need to tell my customers, see, this is something new, ServiceNow bringing it for you in the user interface perspective. So whenever any release happen, I'm not interested that what technically ServiceNow doing. I'm interested at what ServiceNow bringing for the user interface perspective, so that we can ask our customer, we can tell our customer that you can use by that manner as well. And you can see these all things, right? These are coming from this thing only, your utilities. History. You can see the history here. Earlier, there was some limitation. Now they have a history about the week and days wise as well. Like 2 days back, 5 days back, 7 days back kind of things. They have a history. So like this. And when I click on this, because today I was working something, so I can see this part. So this has been answered, and also you can pin up as well if you want, like this. But you can pin only one thing at a given point of time. You cannot pin everything. So either you can pin this, you can pin this, or this, but not everything at a given point of time. Okay. Now workspaces. This is what we discussed yesterday. Another way of interfaces. Workspace as basically has been built for the fulfiller groups, that how they should or where they should work on the incident, change, problem, or request kind of things. I can work on the incident, come here and search and open. But it's look little, I'll not say the bad, but the problem is that if I need to work on the 5 incident, I have to be open in the 5 different tabs. Like this. This problem has been over in the ServiceNow workspaces. So different workspaces are available now. Like service operation workspace, this is for the ITSM modules only. If I click on this, you will see the totally different change here. So you can see here. Hello system, because I'm a login system admin. So overview, my work, incident assigned to me, and click here and you can see. Because I say it is a service operation, it is for the ITSM. So you can see request, catalog, incident, problem, and change kind of things you can see here. CMDB as well. cloud. Open. The benefit is that let me show you something here, like changes all. So it will open the same browser only. The browser is not getting changed. So if I come here and click again, see, I'm still on the same browser, but the different tabs are there. This is what the workspace has been giving us the flexibility. Okay, it is again a configuration. You can create your own workspaces as well, but that is not the part of our journey or our agenda this time. Because again, I learned this thing from experience that when I go for the advanced topics, people are start losing the interest and they just want to be completed. So I started removing these advanced topics now. Okay, and this is what I say. It is my GPS, my current location where I'm sitting at point of time. Okay, now let's come here. This is called the global search. This is called the global search. If you write anything here, and it has also functionality, you can search any record in the workspace or you can search any record in the global. It is a default. It can be done on the property level, system property level. You can define these settings. And in the Utah release, ServiceNow introduced AI enabled global search. We have to activate some plugin, do some configuration, then it can be done. But as of now, let's say global. I say global here and put the word test and enter. This test word will go everywhere. Comments, email, logic, username, har jagah jayega, it will go and show me the result that where this test word has been mentioned. Like this. 2 times in the incident, 48 times in the request, change, 2 times in this and that is there. This is what this do. And generally what agent do, they use the global search to open any record directly, like INC. Let me go here like this one. Let's say I am putting a number INC 00000059. So I can open this. This is what the purpose of global search. Generally, Service Desk agent use this global search for the quick navigation on their particular record. Otherwise, what they have to do, they have to go here, click on particular this thing module, click on all, search there, and then they will able to do that part. So ServiceNow say you can use the global search, and it is a good functionality. Sometimes it create a problem as well because a lot of results are there, but search is search. It's up to you that how you want to be define that. Okay. Clear यहाँ तक कोई doubt किसी का?
No.
Okay. Anybody else? Any doubt?
I have one doubt.
Go ahead, please.
We can create the navigation here, all favorites history like that.
This is already given by ServiceNow. If you want, you can create in the menus. There's an option available. But why you want to create, that is the more important question.
Okay.
Because, see,
next thing is that this application is a paid application or we can practice on that.
So PDI is a free of cost. You can practice, but official instance is definitely paid one. So for this, you have to pay nothing. Nothing you have to pay. But okay, make sure you log in daily, you work, and you do your activities. Otherwise, ServiceNow claim it back.
Okay.
Because remember, this is instance and ServiceNow following the multi-instance architecture. If I'm not using my PDI for the 10 days, it means I'm just unwantedly reusing the resources. Or some resource has been assigned to my PDI, which I'm not using actually. So the reason they have policy that in the 10 days, if you did not work, they will claim it back. Okay. Now these options, one, yahan se yahan tak ke jo hai, these called the utilities. They're not driving anything much, but they're helping you to drive something. So like search is helping you to quickly navigation. This globe has two things. Now two things when we work on the okay, this topic was not there. We have a domain separation as well. So application scope and the update set. Application scope means like if I take example, in a C, C++, Java kind of a languages, we defined a variable where A, where B, and someone say where defining, I'm defining on the top. It means I'm defining on the global level and anybody in my function can use it. Anybody in my program can use it because it's the global level discussion or declaration I'm doing. The same thing applicable here. We generally what we do when we do our work, we create the applications in the global scope only so that we can use or we can take the benefit of the other tables or components of ServiceNow. There's a concept called the application scoping. It means I am restricting that particular stuff that only I'm building one application. So like if I click here, so like these are you are able to see, right? These are the scoped application. App Engine Studio. If I click on this, you can see a red mark will be there. See, which indicate that you are not in the global scope. And my update set also get changed automatically. OK, but because as of now we're not proceeding for any advanced topics. For us, everything we are doing in the global application only, and update sets just one line as of now because we need to be created to update set from the tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, Monday onwards. Update set means it is a container which help you to move your logic, configurations or customizations from one instance to the another instance. एक घर से दूसरे घर में शिफ्ट होने के लिए हमें कुछ चाहिए. So this is what the transportator for us. We keep everything in this box and then we'll move it to the other house. When I say other house means that is I'm saying in the beginning that you should also take your instance and I need your instance for the update set movements for the ServiceNow to ServiceNow integration. OK, so this globe indicates that part only. OK, this one. Now sidebar. I want to discuss this is again something newly introduced by ServiceNow in the Utah release. I want to talk to Aras. Right, I pronounce right, Aras. Huh.
Yeah, you're right.
OK, Aras. So I want to talk to Aras now on the ServiceNow itself. So I can use this chat option. Let's say I'm here and I click on the discuss. Applicant, I need applicant only Rick and click on the start discussion. It's like a chat option available in the ServiceNow itself. Now this person is getting my message. This is what the option of the sidebar. So you can see all, you can see unread, you can see favorites. This is what I also covered in my video as well. That is what I'm saying. My main intention to see what is coming from me as a consultant. I'm not bothered about that or not much interested that what they're doing on the technical level, some tables they are changing or some scripting they're doing. No, my interest on these areas specifically. OK, so this is what the sidebar has been introduced by ServiceNow in the Utah release. Again, you can do this thing if you want. Generally we avoid because it takes a lot of screen space. Then question, show help. It means that if you need any help from the ServiceNow product, then you can get the help from here. You can go to the product documentation, or you can click a tool as well. And we can define the tools as well. So now you can see the tool has been started. To change the layout or click on this like this. To select the configure layout this. It means it is a tool. So if you like, what is the meaning of generally we did not bother about the tool. Let's say I take a new phone, switch on, it say welcome in this, have a tool. We say skip because we are very smart. We know everything. How this thing works, but you can define your tools as well. So you can go here and you can, I guess, tools are there like this. So you can create on your tools, which can help your customers to understand the product. End tour, khatam. If you want something on the ServiceNow website, you can go to the product documentation as well. Now the bell icon, notifications, emails which you receive. Okay, so when you receive any email from ServiceNow, it can be pop up here as well. And you can define your emails. Because I log in as the admin, so I can see a lot of things. That as of now, in my instance, I have these many system notifications, 0 custom notification. Custom is which I am creating. Now 2 words you have to be remember, custom and the configuration. Configuration which is available in ServiceNow, I'm using or enhancing it. Customization which is not given by ServiceNow, I am enhancing, I'm building it by my own completely. This is what the customization. Customization is chargeable. Sorry, it can be chargeable. Depend on the what you are building, what you're not building, how you're building. Okay. So these things you will learn when you go a little bit more in depth of ServiceNow. Okay. So here I can see the notification there, and I can see to show the notification on the banner. This one, show the count yes, or top right or top left. I said show the bottom left. Somewhere नीचे यहाँ दिखाएगा, यहाँ दिखाएगा, यहाँ दिखाएगा, ऐसे है. Nothing else. It is not increasing something value for me, but it is a good user interface. Simple. That is the point. ServiceNow doing this part. Show banner. If you hide it, it will remove this from here as well. So this one, I click on this. This is what my last utility here, that is called the notification. Now, the last point before I close for today call. Show me. Use kar lo. Okay. This is called the user menu. This show that who is logged in the system. If I click on this, I can see a lot of things here. Name. I can go to my profile. I can go to preferences. I can go to impersonate. I can go to elevate, friendly version, and the logout. Generally, up to logout tum karte nahi we log. We just cross the bar and done. Profile means if I want to see my data, this is what my profile. Tomorrow we will do this thing. We will create the user profiles. Okay, so I can come here and I can see my profile. Okay, now this is a little interesting. Preferences. A good one, a good preferences one, and ServiceNow introduce increase as well something in the UTA release. Okay. In the preferences, we have a total 5 sections as of now. Okay. So first is called display. Display says that how you want to see your form level things. The good point here is that if I make a change in the display, it is not going to be impact on your profile. This is the another benefit of the ServiceNow, and we called it as a personalized preferences. मेरी है सारी की सारी. It's mine everything. So this is what the display says. Let me show you something here. Let me go and open the incident form because ये चीजें ना करने से ज्यादा आराम से होती हैं. साथ साथ प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. We'll understand this part. Open. Okay. We will discuss this form as well. Don't worry. So now you can see like this. ठीक है, ये form है. We have these tabs here. We have these tabs here. Now come and click on the preferences, display, and remove this. Did you notice instead of tab, they are becoming the scroll of page. If you see this thing, see. मुझे scroll करना पसंद है. I don't want to be go in the tabs part. So मैंने change कर दिया अपने settings. It's my setting. It is not going to impact you. This one. Put line breaks in the list. Basically, if I go on the list view here, like this, let's say preferences, display, and remove. So now you can see the section has been reduced. If I click on this, has been added more. This is nothing which I need to be tell you. This is what you will learn from experience only. I want to set my date format. It should be like this. I'll show you one thing. If I come here, you can see 2 years ago, right? I don't like this. I want something different. OK. I want like this. And now you can see 2 years is coming at the bottom only. What is this? User experience, nothing else. Nothing else. It's just a user experience thing, and it's a personalized user experience. Time zone you can set. I'm in UK, so let me set my time zone as a Europe, London. Even though it should not be Europe, London now, it should be GMT. After 3 days, it's going to be London. Did you notice that when I click on this, I'm getting this page. Go here, preferences, display, and make a current changes. I should get the dashboards. Now click on this. See. My setting, I'm a change manager. In the morning, I need to see the dashboard. I don't like to see these blank pages. So I can do this pass in the preferences. Generally, I avoid anything. Use the default. Show the results from the other menu when filtering the menu items. This is basically I'm not able to reproduce this. I read this this part, but not able to reproduce this. That how it's basically work. OK. But it says something on the menu listed navigation. This is what somewhere it's work. OK, not sure that how it's work. I tried, but it did not work. So this one setting some preferences are there. Maybe need to be read a little bit more. And this is again added by ServiceNow the Utah release. It was not earlier. Compact spacing mode, help tips, show navigation on the top. This one. So now if you see, it is not appearing, right? These things are not appearing. If I click on this and reload, now it will appear. This is what? Demand, nothing else. Show availability to quick edit the favorites. Something here it work actually. Quick edits the favorites, something. Not sure that here I have to be do or if you click on this now, so nothing is coming, right? The property which the benefit I told you, because we disable this property. Now if I do this, come here, this box is coming. Why? Because this thing has been preference has been set up. This one. Use compact spacing, help things, up to you. Loaded form after below. These things you can try when you get your username password tomorrow. OK. Now let's come back here. Theme introduced by ServiceNow in Utah release theme called the dark. Practically, it's good for the scripting part. When we go for the scripting, I'll show that why it's benefited for us. If you like, you can do. If you don't like, go on this part. I'm happy with this black theme as well. Introduced by ServiceNow in the Utah release only, not before that. It was not before that. OK. And also, this black theme does not work for everywhere. It has been, as of now, it has been built only for some limited spaces, limited places only. Accessibility. Now let me show you here. Incident form. OK, here. OK. Now if you see here, okay, let me say I'm putting a date here. Resolved at let's say this. Atul, I want something to be show here as well. Come here, preferences, accessibility, click this, reload this page, and you can see this format is also coming. What? User experience, nothing else. Come here, preferences, accessibility, enable data table charts and graphs. Means you can create the graph and charts from the data table itself, means from the particular record itself. I'm saying list view from the list view itself. Okay, like this. Right click and this one you can create with the help of this particular preferences. Enable special keyboard shortcuts, Control A, Control B, Control C, that you can do. This I'm not getting that. What is this do basically? I tried but did not get, and also reduce motion. Not sure what this means, the reduce motion here.
I think that patterns, in the graph, that bar graphs, instead of color, you see textures.
This one you're talking reduce motion or this one?
No, replace. Yeah, replace.
This one, right? Replace.
I think it is there because it was there in like 2-3 versions back. It was there.
Right. So you can use options like this. Easily you can navigate and you can do this part. Now the last is the notification, which we already discussed. In the notification, one thing is important. Let's say I'm working as a change manager. I don't want that I should get any email for the knowledge management, even though I'm in the group, but I don't want to be take it. So I can go here and set my preferences. Go here and set your add preferences. That which email I want, which email I don't want. And this is something new. ServiceNow introduced custom notifications as well, I guess. No, that was custom product, not this one. Sorry. So you can set up these things. Like I don't want any email from the agent intelligence. Remove it. I want only for the change. This one. ITSM change. Yes, I want this, and you can define that you want on the primary email or you want to receive nothing. Or you want to schedule it that from this time only it should come. Otherwise it should not come. This particular part has been introduced by ServiceNow in the user release. And again, you will get a little bit more depth in my videos as well on that part. It is good when customer want to or end user want to restrict themselves for the limited emails only. Okay, earlier it was there, but something different format, but now they have completely changed this format now. Okay, so you can create your this thing like allow a notification. If I say no, nothing will come. If I say yes, then it will come. Custom notification that only for these things I should get. You can create notification and delivery channels as well. Email, on the workspace, on the SMS, on the voice, or in the instance message. Click here, add, provide your basic details like Airtel, Vodafone kind of things, put your channel name and hit done. But definitely ServiceNow has integration with this particular part. The data is there, but ServiceNow, your instance don't have an integration with the service providers kind of APIs kind of things. It will not work in that case. But options has been given by ServiceNow that you can configure. Let me change the theme. Yeah, putting in the very bright. So you can change it easily. This part. Okay. Now if I come here, yes. Close this. Let's come here and preferences, debugging. Debugging basically used by the developers when they want to test their script, when they want to be test their code or something on the automation ATF part specifically. They want to be used, they can use that. Something newly has been added by ServiceNow on these two parts, UX source maps and these things. Literally I have no aware about this, that how it's work. Okay. So now we have done these two parts, and next we're going to be tomorrow. We'll start with these three, and we will work on the user and the group and role management as well. I know it's a lot of things has been given to you guys. Just wait for tomorrow. Then your exercises homework will be starting from tomorrow onwards. Any question anybody has? Any doubt, Jyoti, Hima?
No, sir.
Aros or Amber?
Oh.
Okay, good. So let me stop the recording here. Take it to attendance.